The Bachelor Nation stars Dean Unglert and Caelynn Miller-Keyes are engaged after dating for more than 3 years. Dean, 31, indicated he planned to propose before the release of the latest episode of his podcast Help! I Suck at Dating, and multiple outlets confirmed that he had popped the question after it dropped. The lovebirds initially joined The Bachelor franchise by competing on the main series and The Bachelorette, but it wasn't until they both starred on Bachelor in Paradise in 2019 that they got acquainted with each other. In the most recent episode of his podcast, which appears to have been released on Sunday, Dean revealed that his proposal to Caelynn, 27, was imminent. The reality star admitted that he had to get a temporary placeholder engagement ring after he misplaced the original, which included a 4.5-carat emerald-cut diamond. "I have no idea where it is," he admitted. "It might be in the garage somewhere, but yeah, moral of the story is don't put your engagement rings in the junk drawer," he joked, via People. "So I did have to go out and buy a placeholder ring for now, but it's not quite as nice as the first one was." But even with the setback, Dean said he was still intent on proposing, which he said would be happening within days of the recording. "It'll happen by the time this podcast airs," he declared, before softening his stance a bit. Maybe the day after it airs." Dean's co-host Jared Habon replied that they would have to hold the episode until we know for sure that he had proposed, lest Caelynn learn of his secret, but Dean confirmed that it would go out to fans until he had done the deed. "I wasn't planning on sharing that little piece of information today, but you guys got it out of me," he added. So far, both Dean and Caelynn have stayed mum about their engagement aside from his podcast admission. Dean was a late addition to Bachelor in Paradise, and he joined the series with other former Bachelor and Bachelorette contestants in its second week during its 2019 season. Although the two almost instantly clicked, he initially left Caelynn feeling sour after he ended the burgeoning relationship on her birthday after determining that they weren't a good fit for each other. "Our lifestyles are not going to be compatible coming out of this. And I don't want to give you something that isn't going to make you happy," he confessed to her, referencing the fact that he spent much of his time living out of a van. "I just think that you deserve someone better than me, to be perfectly honest." Yet he returned in week 5 to ask her to leave the show with him. After playing the field and trying out her options, she joined him and gave his life on the road a try. Although Dean has since changed his tune, he claimed that marriage wasn't in the cards for the couple early in their relationship. "She does joke around about us getting married all the time, and I always say, sorry, it's not going to happen," he told Us Weekly in 2019. "I don't know, I'm super unconventional and she obviously is a little more conventional. We joke around about it. Just try to keep expectations to a minimum, you know. Like I said on the show, underpromise, overdeliver." But in early 2020, Dean sparked speculation that he and Caelynn had secretly gotten married when he was seen wearing what looked like a wedding band. Months later, he revealed that they had both started wearing bands as a sign of commitment to each other, even though they weren't married. He started wearing a hair tie around his ring finger, just to fight women off. "And I liked the idea," Caelynn explained on The Bachelor, "the greatest seasons ever. And then we just talked about getting rings. It's just nice to know that we're in a strong, committed relationship without necessarily having to get the government involved," as Dean likes to say. By April of 2021, the two had settled down a bit when they bought a home together in Las Vegas. Earlier this year, Dean revealed that the two had started shopping around for engagement rings, indicating that it wasn't long before he would pop the question.